All right, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning and welcome to the Harcourt's Holmwood auction room. My name is Kyle Siebert. I'm one of two auctioneers working with you today. My colleague Daniel Pengelly will join us shortly, but on behalf of the team, our CEO Kyle Sutherland, our Managing Director Tony Jenkins and the wider Holmwood Group, it's great to have you with us. The first thing we do on a Wednesday morning is to thank and acknowledge our real estate owners who are here with us today. We certainly appreciate and respect the fact that you have choice when it comes time to list your property. We are delighted that you've chosen to list with Holmwood, and we wish you the very, very best here today. To the bidders and the buyers, we extend a similar sentiment. You know, this is a great place to buy real estate. It is cash, it is unconditional, it is transparent, and unconditional is key. And I say that, of course, because if we don't sell property here in the auction room, we pass property in, and you do lose that exclusivity of opportunity. We then have to offer the property to the wider market, and that includes those buyers in conditional situations. My colleagues will confirm that competing with conditional interest is never ideal. So we would encourage you in your bidding. Now, the team is here ready to assist you in that endeavour. This is Jason Wills, our operations manager. He's taking notes of the bidding today. This is Hayden Broadbelt, Fennerton branch manager, business owner and auction floor manager today. If you have any questions, ladies and gentlemen, about paperwork, if you need assistance with your bidding, anything at all, please don't hesitate to sing out to one of these two gentlemen. They'd be very happy to help. Now, in just a short moment, we're going to offer you an excellent catalogue of real estate. But first, you may have noticed this teddy bear here. Last week and for the next 8 weeks, we're going to be supporting a wonderful initiative. We've done this for a few years now. It is, of course, Gumboot Friday. This is an initiative that supports and delivers free counselling to Kiwi kids who need it most. Since 2019, the initiative has provided for 125,000 free therapy sessions for our young ones, and it's small causes and initiatives like this that helps that keep going, I should say. This particular bear, her name is Harper. Is Harper a girl or a boy? Up to you. All right, up to you. And each of their names starts with an H. It is a collector's item, Harper is, and Harper could be in your kid's bedroom. Perhaps you'd like to give it to somebody in your family. But we're going to have a bit of a practice session, get you warmed up for bidding today at a far more economical level. So let's get underway and support a wonderful charity. Is there $5 to start things away? $5, I have it here. $5, best of luck today, madam, at $5. Who takes me to 10 or 15? Is there 10 or 15 and 15 at the back of the room there? 15? How much was that? And $20 here, $20 now. Can I see $30? Is there $30 and $30 back of the room now at $30? What about you folks? You know good property? At $30 I have. I look for 5 or 10 on the rise. At 30 now and 35 and 10. Well, that was 10 at 45. $45 I have now at 45. $50. Nice to see you there, sir, at $50. At $50 and 55. 55 against you, sir. So don't look distraught, just bid again. At $55, 75. Oh, I like that. Fight fire with fire at $75. At 75, I have an 80. 80 now back of the room. And how much? $100. He rounds me up to $100 for Harper. For Harper at $100. Not yet at reserve, she tells me, at $100. At $100 I have, is there 5 or 10? And 5 now at 105. Maybe something stronger, sir. A nice 20 there at 105 I have. At 105, 120. Don't take my advice. At 15 on the rise. And how much? 150. That's a nice good increase there, sir, at $150. At 150 now. At 150 for Harper. What do you reckon, Harper? We're on the market and selling, but feel free to bid plenty more. At $150, 200. Oh, I like that, sir. I like that, sir. Hey, look, that makes the Kiwi kid happier at $200. Did you say 200? $200 now at Harper. $200. Do I sell it away? First time at $200. Second call. Who said yes? Why don't you bid again? Tell me how to do my job. At $200. Would you bid me 5? Third final call at $200. Any better bid? Any better offer? Harper's going, and gone and sold. All right, now in just a moment we're going to offer you that wonderful catalogue of real estate. In the case of each of these listings, the listing agent will have furnished you with all of the necessary documentation in your preparation for today. That includes the auction contract, buyers, and on the front page of that contract you will note there is a conduct of auction. Now those are the rules by which we operate here in the auction room. They're pretty straightforward and easy to understand, but I can see some nervous faces here. So we are going to go through the conduct briefly now, just so you're abundantly clear as to how we operate here in the auction room. In the case of each property, the vendor has provided us with a confidential reserve price. Now, subject to that reserve price being reached or breached, the highest bidder whose bid we accept will be the lucky new owner. If the bidding doesn't quite reach that reserve price, that's not the end of the auction. Our practice here at Holmwood is to pause the auction. We move into one of our meeting rooms with the highest bidder and we offer that person the opportunity to purchase the property. Now, this is really crucial. On the odd occasion, during that discussion outside of the room, our sellers may say to us, look, Kyle or Dan, we're happy with this negotiated price. We'd like to withdraw the property from the auction room and sell it at the exclusion of buyers here in the room to that person outside of the room without disclosing the reserve price. That is a vendor's prerogative, but it can be very disappointing when they exercise that prerogative. So to avoid that disappointment, I'd simply encourage you to ensure you hold the highest bid at all times. Now, as auctioneers, we can nominate the increments by which the bidding is raised. We can refuse bids if they're not in the best interests of our owners. If any of our colleagues are in the room bidding on behalf of buyers, we'll point them out to you. And you might hear the phrase vendor bid today. Ladies and gentlemen, a vendor bid is a bid placed by an auctioneer on behalf of a property owner. Please be assured it is always well below the reserve price and it is always clearly identified to you, so you can bid against a vendor bid with confidence. Finally, if you are that lucky last purchaser, you have a couple of obligations. Of course, you pay your deposit, 10% of the purchase price, this not for the bears, so just the property, all right? And you sign the contract, you're acknowledging that you've received a copy of the approved REA guide when you sign that contract. That's the boring admin out of the way. Now, who wants to buy some property? We'll get straight into it with the very first at Alpha Avenue. I'll invite my good colleague Daniel Pengelly up to the podium. Ladies and gentlemen, best of luck today, and again, thank you for being here.
Kia ora and good morning. A very happy Te Wiki o Te Reo Māori to you all. It's my pleasure to start with our first property in the catalogue this morning. That is 18 Alpha Avenue in Strohan, represented to the market by Ali Franks and Karina Gray. A wonderful campaign by those two from our Island office once again. Now, the property is formally described as an estate and freehold comprised of 499 square metres, more or less, all contained and described on that record of title that Ali and Karina have provided to you over the last 3 weeks. Settlement is proposed for Wednesday, the 15th of October 2025, or any other date mutually agreed in writing with our owner already. The list of chattels, that remains unchanged, and I do take it that you have read and understood further terms 23 through to 25. You bid, you buy on the basis that you have read and accepted those conditions. Now, the home itself, Don Donathorn architecture, and built by a builder building for himself. Both of those things are telling you the quality that you are getting here. That striking cedar frontage hitting you straight away, welcoming you in to that internal foyer, beautifully light bright with the skylight overhead. You've got that internal garaging, and with that cleverly placed second garage door to the rear to access that deck behind. The lounge is absolutely huge with that open and peaked ceiling. I was talking to Ali when we were there, both of us absolutely convinced that if we are lucky enough to build a house ourselves in the future, that's the lounge that we're going to be replicating. That north wall, virtually all windows opening to that louver covered deck. The kitchen flows around that central island, and the walk-in pantry is graced with the all-important wine fridge. Off that hallway, you've got that light-filled office, 2 family bedrooms, the giant main bedroom, all graced once again with those high, well-shaped ceilings. Even the laundry has the sculpted ceilings throughout it, and that rear decking being home to that insulated storage shed to protect all of your expensive gear that you want to keep safe. And of course, the location here, absolutely premium. Holmwood Village, right at the end of your street, walking distance. So that's enough from me. I look for an opening bid or offer. Who would like to get onto Alpha Ave, perhaps become an Alpha yourself? Happy to place a vendor bid if you need guidance, but it's better that you start, as statistically the person who starts our auction almost always ends it and walks away with the keys. and I don't need the keys to another house. All right, well, I'll get started on a vendor bid then at 1.8 million. Nice and easy at 1.8 million on a vendor bid. My suggestion from here, 1.9. 1.8 on a vendor bid with me, a lot of house. I do know that there is conditional interest waiting, hoping it doesn't sell. So my advice is if you want it, you put your hand up now and it's just you and the owners talking directly. Otherwise, later today, you're going to be in competition with unknown competitors. We can't tell you what they're doing, what they're offering. You'll be fighting in the dark. First call then, at 1.8 million. Second, third, final time at 1.8. Now's the time. Get in front, cash and unconditional. 18110. Not the 1.9 that I seek, sir, but it certainly just gets you in the race at 1.810, and we'll have a conversation. Once, twice, third, final opportunity. Right, the auction is open and live, but it is now paused at 1,810,000. Can't sell to you there, sir, but let's find a room, let's have a conversation at 1.810, and we'll be back with you shortly to take you to Holmwood. Kia ora and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your patience. I'd happily take you now to our next property in the lineup. That is 8 Terrier Lane in Holmwood, represented to the market by Ash and Spencer Sutherland Todd. Over 60 groups through, wonderful response team working out of our Island 2 office here. Good luck to you and good luck to our owner here this morning. The property itself, formally described as an estate in freehold, comprised of 540 square metres more or less, all contained and described on that record of title that Ash and Spencer have provided to you with the files over the last 3 weeks. Settlement is proposed for Wednesday the 10th of October 2025 or any other date, mutually agreed in writing with my owners already. The list of chattels, that remains unchanged. I do note the as-is, whereas fridge and freezer, that will be passed over to you in that condition. And I take it that you've read and understood further terms 23 and 24 of the contract. You bid, you buy today on the basis that you've read and accepted those further terms. Now, arriving at this property, I grew up in Hoon Hay, and for me, Holmwood was a fancy suburb that you get to visit your friends in. And that's certainly delivered here in Terrier Lane. Arriving, you get that smart white fencing, that automatic front gate opening. As I arrived, it felt very luscious, revealing that perfectly landscaped section out the front, and my goodness, a whole lot of driveway and parking space for all the people that are going to want to visit you here. You've got that hedged courtyard out the front of the house with the cherry trees, I think, that will probably be bursting into blossom just as you arrive for possession. The garaging, that's generous, featuring that designer laundry. There's a large hallway linen cupboard as you come out of that garage, and to me, that's how you judge a house. Does it have good storage space? You know it's been well designed when it does. That main bedroom furnished with a large walk-in robe, the ensuite with that feature black and white tiling that flows through to the family bathroom, the living areas, they're large, they're open, flowing around that kitchen island with that, I don't know what it's made of, but certainly that bronze-coloured tapware and sink really caught my eye. Of course, location-wise, just in the background, you've got Holmwood Quarry, you've got the Holmwood Shopping Centre, and you've got the old vicarage for your Sunday brunches with that fancy life you're going to be living here in the beautiful family cul-de-sac of Terrier Lane. But you don't need me to carry on. Let's get things underway. I look for an opening bid or offer. Who wants to make Terrier Lane theirs? Nobody, it seems. That's surprising. It's a wonderful home. Look, I'm happy to get things underway then. I'm going to start on a vendor bid. What was that? Shah, working with a potential buyer on the phone at 800. Shah, please wish them well on my behalf at 800,000. My suggestion from here, 25. Is there 825? First call then at 800,000. 825. Welcome in, team. Good luck to you today at 825. 2 in the race now. Shah, do we go 850? At 825 here for the first time at $825,000. Second, 835. Too early for tens, respectfully, Shah. I look for the 850 at 825. 840. Respectfully, thank you so much. I see the desire for the house. Respectfully, I look for 850 at 825. Once called at 825,000. Second, third call at 845. Well, good morning to you. I love the cheek, sir, after I've said no to those. I do look for 850. There it is. And you can see why, sir, that I pushed back. There it is at 850 and 875. Sir, that was your bid. It was meant to be, but you mucked me round too much and played silly games. Now is your time. Do you go 900, though, at 875 at the back? You didn't get it last time. You don't wait, sir. This is a beautiful house at 875. 900, my suggestion. First call at 875, 000. Second call, third, final time at 875. 880, too early for 5, sir, but I love it. I love the cheek. I love it because you want to get the house. I would take 890. No, all right, at 875. At 875, Shah, I'll offer you the same at 890. There's a hand. 900. At 900, there it is. Is that Ada? No, that's. But are you working with the agent next? Is that Jane? Jane, sorry, Jane. Very good working with Jane Fidel there, an agent. Good luck to you at 900. Have confidence, sir. There it is at 900. Where do we go to from there? At 900, look, I'll warm up to your lean in. I'm hearing it. Would you go 910? At 900,000. Once called at 900,000. Second, third, final call at 900. 901, it's too early for ones, man. My goodness, you're all just being mean to me. What did I get? Did somebody put a curse on me this morning? Would you go 905? Can I meet you in the middle, ma'am, at 905? Thank you. So if you keep working with me, ma'am, you're buying a house this morning at 905. See, sir, that's how it goes. I sort of say one and we kind of meet in the middle. I just came for the teddy bear. Very good. Hayden, do we have another teddy bear? At 905. At 905,000, Jane? At 910, at 910,000. 15, my suggestion, give you time to consider, at 910. For the first time then, second call. Third, final opportunity at 910. Can't sell to you at 910, Jane. 915's my suggestion. Have a conversation at 910. Any other thoughts, Shah, with your buyer at 910? Right, I warn the room. I'm about to pause the auction and I'm going to talk to Jane's clients. We may have a conversation and come to a number outside the room and we won't bring it back in and we won't get another chance. What was that? 5,000. Ah, you're Ada. Very good. I thought there was another agent in here. At 5,000 at 915. Ada knows she doesn't want it to leave the room. At 915 and 20. At 920 now. At 920,000, can't come and just do one bid, Ada, you know the rules. At 920, first time then, at 920,000. Second, third, final call at 920. Well, I pause the auction, I pause it here, I give you all warning. You may not get another chance, we may sell outside the room at 920. The auction is open and live, but is now paused. Jane, I invite you in and we'll have a conversation and I expect to see a sold sticker on Terrier Lane in about 5 minutes. Thank you so much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks very much for your patience, and welcome again. If you're just joining us, welcome to the Holmwood Auction Room. Welcome as well to those at holmwood.co.nz, our fabulous new website. If you haven't seen it, please do go check it out. We are grateful for your attendance, whether physically or virtually. What a great day to buy real estate. It's a stunner of a day, and I know it's a stunner of a day in Cass Bay because that's most days. We take you now to that wonderful bay. It is number 92F, Governors Bay Road in Cass Bay, brought to the market by Peter and Catherine Hampton, the Hamptons from the St Albans office. They've had the great pleasure of working with their owners who have adored this home for many years. These are fastidious, proactive, and quite frankly, very charming people. Great people to buy real estate off. They've booked tickets really to Melbourne, and their next chapter is on the way. So that presents a wonderful opportunity for somebody in this room, or indeed perhaps over the telephone. I am aware of at least one telephone bidder today. The contract describes a freehold title, and the section, that freehold section, 769 square metres, lot 6, deposit plan 398971. Your settlement date, the 7th of November 2025. Again, this is 92F, Governors Bay Road in Cass Bay. Multi-Language Week, Cass Bay, I should say. My sincere attempt is Motu Kawati Rahi, and that name speaks to some of the wonderful, gorgeous trees that surround this beautiful bay that make it so tranquil and peaceful. This particular spot at 92F, you are well ensconced in a very, very stylish enclave of real estate. Your neighbouring properties are just really superb and modern. This particular home, for me, stands out in terms of its position. It takes full advantage of sunshine throughout the day. It has the most spectacular views inside the home across many levels. You'll revel in the split-level floor plan, bidders and buyers. It starts with a very independent space. It includes a kitchenette, a wonderful bedroom, a living space as well. Perhaps that means additional income, Airbnb, subject to the relevant consents, or certainly wonderful guest accommodation or extended family. If you're brave enough to live with the mother-in-law, I think you'll be very happy, and she'll be very happy. You won't hear from her much when she resides on that upper floor. Downstairs, you can see there what a wonderful panoramic view. You'll wake up every morning, prepare your breakfast with an attitude of gratitude because you look out over those sparkling waters. It is just the most stunning, stunning vista. Stylish kitchen, the master bedroom. Hey, that's got its own little outdoor area as well. It is spacious, all the facilities you could possibly desire. You don't need artwork in any of the bedrooms, bidders and buyers, because they come free with what looks like a painting, but it is indeed the landscape and the waters outside of this home. It is a perfect perch, and let's not forget a veritable orchard in the garden, right down to bay leaves, bidders and buyers. Proteas, wouldn't recommend you cook those, but plums and peaches and everything you could possibly desire. Feijoas, look, I'm at risk of going on forever, Kath, so let's just offer it to the market. Bidders and buyers, let's get underway here at 92F, Governors Bay Road in Cass Bay. I look for an opening bid or offer. Disclosed reserve today, bidders and buyers, at $1,650,000. Unique indeed, but that speaks to my owner's motivation. They're off to Melbourne. The reserve is $1,650,000. Where do we start, bidders and buyers? That is your choice. Where do we say go? What about you, sir? You look like a proficient property person. Do you want to start us away? Oh, the telephone rings. Maybe the other half, sir. Change of instructions. Who starts us away? Is there $1,450,000 perhaps? Should be an easy bid. If it's not your bid, bidders and buyers, it'll be mine on behalf of my owners. All right, then a vendor bid at $1,450,000. I look for 1.5, but don't let me limit you. At $1,450,000 for space, for style, by all accounts, lovely neighbours, various points for al fresco dining and entertaining, superb separation of spaces throughout this home. Second call at $1,450,000. I look for 1.5. Third and final call at $1,450,000. Let me remind you, bidders and buyers, the RV in the 1.9s. Here I offer you a bid at $1,450,000 is with me. Would you take me to 1.5? Sir, are we going to enter the fray? Now is your chance, now's the moment. Look at that gorgeous front door. We talk about street appeal. There's nobody on the street because you're down a private laneway, bidders and buyers. So it appeals only to you and your guests. What a gorgeous home. Is there a bid here? Catherine on the telephone? I'll take 25 if your client would like. At 1,475,000, it starts a conversation. Auction, of course, the best place, the best time to buy. When I pass the property in, Catherine, please advise your buyer the conditional market is welcome to swoop in. If they are in a cash and unconditional position, now is the moment. I'll count it down 3 more times. Bidders and buyers, what about you, sir? This is your chance, or it goes out the door potentially. First call at 1,450,000, vendor bid. Twice the money now. Third and final call in beautiful Cass Bay. Gosh, not 22 minutes from my front door, bidders and buyers. What a lovely trip. Catherine, no action? All right, we offer it to the wider market. I'll give your buyer one more chance. Same goes for you, sir. If there's no bidding, we offer it to those in the conditional market. I pass the property in. Final chance. All right, I'm just going to take a quick pause, actually. We're going to pause the auction just one moment. Need to have a quick conversation with both my owners and interested parties. Back with you very soon. Auction is open.
Kia ora, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your patience. I take you now to 10 Gurrig Road in Fendalton, represented to the market by Zanny Paulson. This property is formally described as an estate in freehold, comprised of 381 square metres, more or less, all contained and described on that record of title that Zanny has provided to you over the last 3 weeks. Settlement is Friday the 31st of October 2025, and I take it that you have read and understood further terms 23 through to 26. You bid, you buy on that basis today, and that list of chattels, that remains unchanged. Now here you have impeccable designer landscaping, and you've got that gate, that beautiful front fence, fully automated gate there, and wonderful family parking inside. I do love it, and I think it's the first time Zanny and I have both spotted a tiled garage. That is how garaging should be done from now on. At the rear of the home, a very tidy service area, once again with an inbuilt garden shed designed by the house designer, because that's the level of quality you're buying here. And of course the whole home designed by architect Boyd Chamberlain. You've got full concrete construction. This home is good craftsmanship and built to last. You've got 3 large bedrooms with sumptuous amounts of wardrobe space. Upstairs also 3 linen cupboards to take care of you and the family. You've got that large foyer powder room, a wonderful surprise off the foyer, and the living room has that double height space, adding interest and scale. The kitchen, an entertainer's delight with scullery, where you can quietly sneak out the back, pop open the wine fridge for a quick sip in between looking after your guests. You've got your inbuilt speakers, your Caesar stone bench tops, your high-end appliances, making this an entertainer's dream, flowing out onto one of the most meticulously maintained decks that I have witnessed in Canterbury. Wonderful outdoor living here. I'm going to get things underway on a vendor bid at $1.5 million. A very exciting number to start at when talking about Fendalton. At 1.5, my suggestion from here, 100,000. First time at 1.5. Second, third call. Happily moved in at 1.6 on a vendor bid. 1.6 with me. Clearly worth more than this at 1.6. 1.7, my suggestion. First call. Second, third, final time. Well, Zanny, once again, a vendor bid at 1.7. 1.7 with me. Perhaps I need to cut down like my earlier bidders. Is there 50,000, say, at 1.7? Zanny, I'm surprised. This home is quality, and I know our owners are serious about selling, so I'm going to pass the property in at a vendor bid of 1,750,000, 1,750,000. Clearly worth more than this. A wonderful opportunity, a wonderful street, a wonderful suburb. The property is passed in. Zanny, good luck to you with our conditional market waiting. There'll be a few excited people for you ringing this afternoon that it didn't sell at auction, because I know that they are waiting. And we'll be back with you shortly with some updates on our negotiations. Thank you so much.
All right, bidders and buyers, a very good morning, and I'll turn your attention back to 92F Governors Bay Road in Cass Bay. It's a beautiful perch in what is considered really one of the most popular and exclusive townships in those in the Bay area. What do you call it? The peninsula, I suppose. It's just a stunning location, and you're just over the hill or through the tunnel. The choice is yours. It might be equidistant, certainly is from my house, and it's a wonderful, convenient trip to this address. There's been some good discussion with one of the interested parties outside of the room, and I expect quick post-auction activity. I am going to increase the bid to 1.5 just on behalf of my owners. Bidders and buyers, we are working under a disclosed reserve at 1,650,000. That should give you some indication as to the vendor's intentions. But please make the call if you see interest north of this figure to Catherine and Peter. They would love to engage with you. You've got an opportunity still. If you're in the wider conditional market, please make that call. But for now, I pass the property back to Catherine and Peter. Bidders and buyers, if you've not been to 92F, please go and take a look. The F stands for fabulous and fantastic. I think it's well worth the trip. Property's passed in, and we're back with you very, very soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention, please. I take you back now to 18 Alpha Avenue in Strohan. We paused some time ago on a live bid of 1,810,000. There has been some robust discussions, but I'm afraid we haven't reached an agreement. So I open the property back up for any further bidding. Otherwise, I pass the property in at 1,810,000. First call, second, third opportunity. Well, Ali, Karina, I pass the property back into you at 1,810,000, clearly worth more than this. We do open now to the conditional market. We welcome you in. We've got open homes coming this weekend, and this is a superb property in a fantastic location. 3 wonderful sized bedrooms, an excellent study, the amazing open living with that vaulted ceiling. Good luck to you, Ali. Good luck to you, Karina. I believe that there'll be a lot of very excited people this afternoon hearing calls that maybe they could have a go at this conditionally. So good luck to you, good luck to our owner. Thank you. You're in good hands, sir, and we'll be back with you shortly on updates on Terrier Lane.
Shiny lights and purple sky, everything's so bright. 기다려왔어 지금이야. Turn off your phone and off your mind. Look at you so bright. 멈출 수 없어 지금이야. Oh, I'll take you to the moon. Come on up, enjoy your ride. Oh, I'll take you to the moon. Just be ready to enjoy your night. Oh, baby, it's right now. You don't wanna waste this time. 어디든지 가줄게. Yeah, I'll go to work, can't stop. 이루어질 거야. I'll take you to the moon. Left and right, you know you feel so right. 다른 시선 따윈 don't care. 무기타 저라 소리쳐, you know you feel so right. 이제부터가 시작이야. Oh, I'll take you to the moon. Come on up, enjoy your ride. Oh, I'll take you to the moon. Just be ready to enjoy your night. Oh, baby, it's right now. You don't wanna waste this time. 어디든지 가줄게. Yeah, I'll go to work, can't stop. 이루어질 거야. I'll take
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention once again, please. Thank you so much for your patience. I come back to 8 Terrier Lane in Holmwood. We paused some time ago on a live bid of $920,000, and there has been robust discussions and an increase to $930,000. And I'm happy to say that at that level, my owners have activated their right under clause 2.6 of the contract, and they have withdrawn and sold their property. Congratulations. Another wonderful campaign by Ash and Spencer Sutherland. Todd, thank you so much to our owners today for entrusting us with your properties. Please join us next week when we bring, I think, 24 properties to market at our Spring Gala. Thank you so much for joining us here and online. Have a wonderful week ahead.